Welcome to NeoEnglish, your daily podcast for practical English and news you can use. Today, we're talking about a story from the UK about Katie Piper and her thoughts on aging.
Yes, Katie Piper is a campaigner and presenter. This means she works for good causes, and she speaks on TV. Sadly, Katie was hurt in an acid attack, and her face is now scarred.
That is very sad. Scarred means someone has marks or lines left on their skin after an injury. For example, if you fall and hurt your knee badly, you might have a scar. Or, if you get burnt by hot water, you may have a scar.
Katie did not let this stop her. She helps other people who have been attacked. She has a charity called the Katie Piper Foundation. A charity is an organization that helps people for free.
In the news, Katie said something interesting about aging. Aging means getting older. Katie said that aging can be compared to bereavement. Bereavement means when someone you love dies, and you feel sad and that something is lost.
Let's break down the phrase. Aging can be compared to a bereavement. It means, as people get older, they sometimes feel like they are losing something. For example, you might lose your youth or your strength. Or, you might miss your younger self.
But Katie says not fearing aging scares some people. If you fear something, you are afraid of it. For example, you can fear spiders, or you can fear public speaking.
Yes, and not fearing aging means, Katie is not scared of getting older. But, for some people, seeing someone who isn't afraid can be scary or surprising. Sometimes, people expect everyone to be afraid of getting old.
In her work helping others, Katie sometimes faces discrimination because of how she looks. Discrimination is when people are treated unfairly because of something, like the way they look. For example, someone might be treated differently because of their scars. Or, someone could face discrimination at work if they are older.
Katie shared 2 stories. In one story, some men in a vehicle were rude to her because of her scars. That's discrimination. In another story, she was not allowed into a restaurant. That is also discrimination.
Katie's mentors are victims. That means she helps and guides them, like a teacher or a coach. For example, a mentor can help you find a job or give you advice about life.
And she talks about facing discrimination, which means to be brave when people treat you badly. Facing comes from the verb to face, to meet something difficult, like facing your fears. For example, you face a problem at school, or you face a difficult conversation.
Now, let's review the vocabulary and phrases we learned today. Scarred, charity, aging, bereavement, fear, discrimination, to mentor, to face.
Yes. Remember, scarred is having marks left after injuries. Charity is an organization to help people. Aging means getting older. Bereavement is losing someone or something important.
Fear is to be scared. Discrimination is when someone is treated unfairly. To mentor is to help and guide, and to face means to deal with something difficult.
Let's put these words together in a story. Katie is a scarred woman after an acid attack. She started a charity to help others. Although she faces discrimination sometimes, she does not fear aging. She says aging is a little like bereavement, which means losing something. Katie mentors other victims and faces life bravely every day.
Or, another way to explain it, Katie Piper got older and her looks changed after a bad accident. Some people treated her badly because of this. That's called discrimination. But Katie is not afraid of getting old. She started a charity and helps others who feel sad. She says that getting older is a bit like losing something, but it doesn't have to be scary.
That's our episode for today. Every day, we bring you news and help you learn English. If you don't want to miss our daily news and learning, remember to subscribe to NeoEnglish.
See you next time. Keep learning and stay positive.